Yo, what's going on, boys? Gonna try not to ramble on this video too much, but I got a message for you, and that is stop not doing your cardio, boys. I know some of you be skipping out because I was the same way. Okay, I thought that cardio was gonna like make my gains smaller and I wasn't gonna be able to do anything muscle wise and whatnot, and honestly couldn't be further from the truth. I think that by having a lot of crazy nonsense in the world about fitness and people not knowing what the truth is and stuff is really bad. And so this is one reason I went and did the whole course and everything and learned how to be a trainer and learn the truth on all these things. And honestly, it's been working great this last month because I've already noticed strength gains and I feel better. And so bear with me, what am I doing? 4 days of 30-minute cardio. So that's 2 hours a week, okay? And my goal right now is hypertrophy and strength training. So that doesn't mean I need to be at the gym 24/7 doing cardio. You know, I see some guys like this crazy lady like doing like, she's literally wearing like a sweater and sweatpants and walking like 3 hours a day on the treadmill, wearing earmuffs, and has her phone in a plastic bag, wearing a mask. And I can't make this up. And then it's just like, the girl's already super thin. And so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. And I'm not one to judge, but, you know, you start to wonder some things, you know, like what's going on out here. But, yeah, you don't need to do that. You don't need to go overboard, but at least get some of your cardio in, at least 20 minutes. Can you give me that? And just do it after your gym session. I don't like to do it before because it honestly makes me more tired. I feel like I can't push the weights as much in the beginning. If you're gonna do legs though, maybe you wanna do like a 5-minute Stairmaster warm up so you can continue to, you know, hit the good gains and have your legs warmed up, and then finish up another 20 minutes, 25 minutes at the end. But I don't like to do cardio on leg days, but that's besides the point. Okay, let's get into what I wanna talk about today. And that is, you're wasting your life away, okay? You're wasting your time and your life away. And you're probably wondering, okay, what do you mean? All right, guys, hear me out. So when I was in college, I was in the Reserve Officer Training Corps. We spent 30 hours a week just doing nonsense, okay? They weren't giving me a pilot scholarship. Well, honestly, no scholarship, and they weren't giving me a pilot slot. So I was like, what am I wasting my time here for? The dude literally lied to everybody, and I hate people like that. I'm sorry. But I'm a kind of person who has high integrity, okay? I have a good reputation. I intend to keep that. So I don't know why people go around and like do all kinds of nonsense like this. So I'm gonna try not to ramble here, but I had to live out of a scheduler, okay? I was literally up at 5 a.m. and I wouldn't go to bed till like 11 p.m. sometimes. And, you know, you could say, oh, well, you don't need sleep. Like, you get used to it is the answer that people would say. And honestly, I never got used to it. I was the kind of guy who always needed sleep, okay? I always needed something. I was also the guy who was brought up to have my dessert, my reward, at the end of doing my work. Because if you get maybe some of you guys were brought up different, but if you get like the treat at the beginning and then you have to go to the entree, it's not as like motivating to do that. Versus I had the entree first, I did the things I didn't want to do first, and then boom, I got my treat, I got my reward. And so I was always brought up to do that through homework and whatnot. And so I try to get everything done, and at the last minute, you know, then I have like my couple hours of fun or whatever, you know, at the end of the weekend. And that's how I got things done, and that's how I was brought up. And maybe some of you guys weren't brought up that way, but I'm telling you, now's the time to learn, because when you do the hard things first, you start to train your brain that, hey, I can get these things done now, so then I can enjoy time later. And you actually end up having more time later. And it all really starts, one of the best ways you could do that is at the gym. Hit one more rep, hit one more set. Do a couple more minutes of cardio. Start training your brain that, hey, I can do just a little bit more, bro. And then you walk out with a smile on your face. Okay, I knew a dude like literally just a couple days ago who told me, he was like, hey, I don't really feel like being here. I didn't want to come to the gym, but here I am. And, you know, I know I should hit the last set of whatever it was. I think it was legs. And then he just like kind of would walk away and go home and then be really mad at himself because he didn't do it. So do the promises you keep yourself. You're going to feel great afterwards. And maybe not, but you should. And give yourself a reward for doing that. I don't care what it is. You know, maybe you go watch a movie for a little bit and you schedule that in. People want to say that fast food is bad. Okay, sure it is, if you do it a lot. But if you're tracking your stuff, I mean, if you're having a pizza every night, then I can see how that would be bad. But, you know, I think people don't know how to track their food, and therefore they're like, I don't know what to do. And they choose options that are maybe not the best. Okay, like I would opt for like a 0-calorie soda versus a full-on Coke. You know what I mean? People out there wasting someone told me today, $300 on a weekend out with drinking. Guys, if you're still drinking, what's going on? Tell me what's really going on behind the scenes, because I've never drank in my life, and honestly I don't ever intend to. And I can't even imagine wasting $300 to have a good time so you can feel like trash the next day. Anyway, I don't think that's being the best version of yourself, because it's diuretic. You're not going to be ready to go for the gym the next day. And to me, it's just like not even worth the time or money in the first place. So wasting your time with that is not going to help. And I know, you know, what I'm saying is resonating with some of you because maybe you've gone through it before. I'm just trying to hit different points here, you know? I don't have a teleprompter, okay? Look. I've got a light in my face. That's what I got. So this is just all coming to my head. And that's what I love, is to try to keep it on topic. Okay, I always try to, like, you know, share with you guys something that I've learned or I learned in the moment, and to move in on that. So when you can schedule your entire day and week through a scheduler, you're gonna notice, boom, hey, I actually was productive. Because have you ever noticed that if you do nothing on a certain day, you actually feel more tired than if you had actually done something? And that's because your body is meant to do things. Literally in the Bible, it says to not be idle. There's so many reasons for that. You know what I mean? And so, you know, whether you guys believe the Bible or not, that is not for me to judge you on. But I believe that, and I also believe that it's a great book on how to live your life and the best ways to go about it. So I would recommend. But yeah, not much else to say here tonight, boys. I gotta get into work tomorrow, and we're on a rat race. You know, I don't know if you guys ever feel like your life's on a runaway freight train, but if you ever want to get off the train, some people say to hop on the train, but maybe you want to get off the train. I urge you to analyze what it is you're good at and to go for it. As long as it can make some good money and you're enjoying your life in the process along the way, you're going to get there, man. I have a lot of faith in you. You know, I love doing these videos. Some of the comments you guys say are awesome. It motivates me. Make sure that the motivation you have is an intrinsic one, okay? So that means coming from within. You got to want it for yourself. I don't want you guys to go through having to have a diagnosis of diabetes before you go in to say, you know what, I'm going to make a change to my diet in the gym. And I'm actually now going to start changing the way I eat and monitoring my food, right? I don't want you guys to have to go through that. Try not to like give names away and stuff, but I know somebody who went through that, and you know, type 2 diabetes diagnosis, and instantly changed their lifestyle. And I'm just thinking, like, why didn't you do that before? You had 20 years, bro. And unfortunately, you know, people don't really change until the pain hurts too much. And so I urge you to try to change before the pain happens, because it's not going to be fun. I'm telling you, man. But hey, if the pain comes, and that's the reason you see some of these videos, I'm here to help you out. I'm here to encourage you. And these videos here are meant to be a one-on-one with you, okay? I don't know who you are, I don't know where you're from, but it's inspiring to me to be able to just make these videos, to take some time out of my day and to share what it is I've learned and am going through, and hopefully relate to you as well. So I urge you not to waste your time. Do a self audit of your time. Make sure you're living through your schedule, and you're gonna see that, hey, I've gotten a lot done. And I think one of the things that scared me a lot when I first realized this was you want to hold on to that precious time, but you can't. You know, you want to like not have to do things because you want to enjoy your time you have. But unfortunately, the time slips away and you can't get it back. You can't piggy bank it and cash in later. So every second counts. Make sure you're doing exactly what it is you want to do, and go from there, man. No regrets. So in a world full of fakeness and deception, keep dominating your realities, boys. I'll see you later.